Hey, bubbling, coming in, crushing this art. Hey, welcome to another Bubblins Astrologic Numerology video. Today we're breaking down 23, which behind me is an air sign. It is fixed, and it also is fixed as well, in that it is 5 within this realm of 9. So you can see 28 starts a 9, 19 starts a 9, 10 starts a 9, 1 starts a 9. Boom, 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 boom. And within this, it's 5. And you can tell that just by adding up 2 and 3. It's numbers. So, one of the things we noticed is if we line it up this way to have an easy visual representation of its placement, is that it's expressive, it's air, it's trying to go out but more harmoniously to create and to have fun, right? Maybe not necessarily just to take a responsibility and to really become a role, but more so go out on something it's passionate about kind of selfishly and try to harmonize and relate that, right? Be more expressive and airy. We also have it being within a fixed realm, so it's within this realm of logic, but it's also coming from it in a logical way, being the fixed number. Being that 4, 5, and 6, 4, 5, and 6 digital root wise, 3 plus 1 being 4, 2 plus 3 being 5, 1 plus 5 being 6, gives us the middle three numbers in 9, right? 1, 2, 3 being the first, 4, 5, 6 being the second, and then 7, 8, 9 being the third, right? And this is within the middle, right? 2, 5, 8. It's in the middle. So, yeah, so we just see this extreme sort of realization sort of principle, this extreme logic sort of principle. It's coming from a place that's very sense based and it's trying to express, right? So maybe there's a sort of expanding upon what makes sense, right? Um, we also do have 23 is prime. I don't know why I put that. That's actually wrong. Because this would be 1 times 23 and 23 times 1, which grants this ability to sort of find yourself and expression or actually articulate yourself, your individuality. Um, the only reason that it would be fire times fire is if it was a fire number, so just ignore that. Um, but yeah, so once we go a little bit deeper into it, it finds itself within the realm of Scorpio as well. This is more so the realms, though, that it finds itself within, not necessarily how it's going about, what it's going about. And Scorpio is the realm of fixity, right over here on this side. This side. And it's also the water. So it's really about bringing an idea and seeing about how the world interacts with it, right? Having this idea and then kind of curious cat, following all the sort of ways that it can be instantiated in the world. Yeah. And so we find the signs that it relates to it being fixed and it being air. It relates to Libra in that this fixed part of the zodiac and the air within it is Libra. And then in the air part of the zodiac and the fixed within it is Leo. So it kind of has this sort of systematically expressing to it, right? Expressing idea or sort of bringing light to idea, right? So that's really cool. Yeah. And so if we go deeper into how then it expresses 5, it expresses 5 through 2 and 3. So 3 in the first place kind of gives this Cancerian, like, being personally relatable and all down and out, but only when it's friends and family. Like, yeah, that Cancerian, like, if you're someone I'm close to, I'm going to be all in, but, you have to be someone I'm close to, like, I'm not going outside of my circle. It's kind of 3. It's very watery, it's very giving, but when it comes down to its social circle, so. And then 2 in the second place is just having one's own logic and one's own habits, kind of this Taurian double down on, well, how I'm personally logical has to go down to what makes sense for me, right? Um, so yeah, just making sense out of one's own life and having one's own logic, structure, and security. It's 2 in the second. So yeah, that's really cool. It seems like there's a lot about 23 that's very, very like what makes sense and then sort of expressing it. And it sort of has this watery like 3 in the first two to where I really feel maybe it's kind of one of those signs that can bring sense to a situation without being a little too harsh or a little too know-it-all. Like it knows what makes sense, but it also has this relatable air approach. So maybe it can sort of bring information from a calm, cool, and collective perspective and really help people. is one ways that this could work. But hey, yeah, so 23, it's within that fixed realm, coming from it from a fixed angle, right? In this realm of we just need to continue what makes sense and just, yeah, fucking with it, being like, yeah, I'm gonna make sense. I'm gonna follow a structured approach, right? But then really being logical and expressive and airy and trying to be more maybe like egoic and reason based, if that makes sense, versus maybe like having a lot more roles or responsibilities, maybe still developing those, but maybe around intellect, around reason, right? Around expression. So yeah. Hey, 23, my people. Let me know how it be, right? Bubbling, Citra, Beach, out.